Hey fam, welcome back to my channel. It's been a minute, but here we are, back again, ready or not. I figured for today's video, I would take you through how I will be filling out my February monthly spread, and then I will do a separate video going over the weekly spread. I just figured break it up or this is going to be a very long video. So we're in the second month of 2022. And boy, did January fly by. Just a hectic little month. So I did print out some additional things to go with my monthly plan with me that maybe we could go over together. So the first thing is, this is the monthly reflection. It's the digital download freebie off of Amplify Planner's website. So I thought this might be something good to start using, especially because I just feel like time just keeps flying by so fast. And sometimes I feel like I got nothing accomplished when in fact I probably got something accomplished. So I'm usually not a monthly reflections type of person, but thought maybe we'll give it a try. And then I also printed out, this is another digital download freebie from Amplify Planner. This one though is a Patreon exclusive, so only the Patreons get access to this download. But this is a goal breakdown. It's usually for a year, and I did all of my goals and put them on the front page of my Amplify Planner. But I thought it might be really handy to do for the month. Now, Amplify Planner has a monthly goal digital download, but it's not my favorite. It's great, don't get me wrong, but sometimes it's very like, what metrics are you going to use? How are you going to feel if you accomplish a goal? And here I am bashing something that I designed, but I feel like it was also designed, you know, it was designed a while ago, and some things work for some people and some things don't work for others. And it's just something like, it's a great tool and I'm sure a lot of people do use it, but I just need something that's a little bit more simple. What are your goals? Let's do this. I don't need to dive into the nitty-gritty on why I'm doing that goal. So I figured maybe I'll do this and just break it down for the month. We can kind of ignore some of the spaces, and then I'm not quite sure where I want to put it. Maybe I'll just washi tape it into my monthly layout or something like that. But just to have an idea of a little refresh, like a little monthly refresh, because, you know, we filled these out 31 days ago. So it's time to break them back out and just kind of remember, right, this is what we're doing. So with that being said, let's kind of scooch our planner aside. We have an Echo that's going to come join us. Hello. Yep. How are you? She has been all about being all up in my business. Let me grab, I have a pen. I don't know what I did with my pencil guard. Okay. I'm going to grab the pencil guard too, because I don't want to write directly on this background. And let's kind of dive in and see what's going on with January and what we can work on for February. Oh my gosh, as I write February and this is for January, we're already messing up. We're already breaking out the whiteout tape. Here we go. And one thing I have been trying to do is use, let's see if I remember, it has sticky notes on it too, but it's fine. Use the special dates for like favorite moments that happened, and I actually need to write one down just really quick. Hopefully this video isn't too sporadic. Sometimes I just have to dive in and do a video and not overthink it, and then my ADD kicks in and we're just all over the place, but that's how it works. So I've been using the special date section for just good things that happened, you know, throughout the month, and I thought it'd just be really cool to take it quarter to quarter to quarter and just remember all of the good things that happened every quarter and just have something really cool at the end of the quarter. So let me just write down one more thing. Perfect. So with that being said, for this reflection, favorite moments from the month, I have this to look back on, which is pretty dang cool. And I'm totally going to use this mild liner to just make some bullet points because that's my favorite thing to do with mild liners. And then another great tool that I also use to keep track of things is I use a pocket notebook as just like a bulk brain dump to-do list space. So it has all the things that I did accomplish. While I wish I had more things checked off, you know, we're gonna take what we can get. And that's something that I can also use for just keeping track of the good things that happened this month. Okay, now I'm going to flip back to my goals to help answer some of these questions. So, what went well and what didn't go well? You know, I really wish that the beginning of the year wasn't in winter. I just feel like it's really hard to stay super motivated when it's snowy and cold outside. That's just me personally. It's also just a really busy month for me in general, just because that's when everyone's ordering their stickers and, you know, new year, new me sort of mentality, which makes me busy. And so it's sometimes a little hard to do anything when it's your busy time of the year. So, and I just wish it was like nice outside. I don't know. There's just something about like the spring, summer months that I'm like, it's just so much easier. I feel so much more motivated. So let's see. I feel like, so my goals for the year are consistent social media growth. Social media is a tough one, and it's a challenging thing. And so I'm trying to grow Chelsea Brand Designs because I'm kind of in a weird spot of, I don't personally use a Passion Planner anymore. I use an Amplify Planner, but majority of my customers are Passion Planner users. So I'm kind of in a weird space of my content doesn't necessarily speak to them. And so what can I do to still provide them with quality content, even though I'm not using a Passion Planner anymore? So that's something, and then as well as continuing to grow Amplify Planner's social media because we are a very small business and still growing in that regard. So just getting our name out more, and how can we, again, provide quality content to our customers while selling a product. To grow my Amplify Planner sticker designs. That's a big one for me. Just, you know, making all of my Passion Planner stickers available in Amplify Planner sizes. It takes time, and then there's also some new things that I want to create for Amplify Planner specifically. So making time to grow that. One thing I've been doing is taking 10 minutes every day to design stuff. And that's actually been very helpful and something I really enjoy doing as part of my morning routine. The other one is to refresh our home. We've been in this house, I want to say like 5 years. And while I love it, my style then when we moved in is not my style now. So there's just some things that we need to do to reorganize and freshen it and give it a style that is more in line with my current style instead of my previous style. So there's some little goals that I was supposed to accomplish in January just to like help. That didn't happen. It's fine. Again, it's kind of a crazy month. Sustainable morning routine and a sustainable night routine. I was pretty good with this. The last like week and a half, I really fell off the bandwagon when it came to January. It was just, you know, sometimes all of a sudden it's just kapoof. So I've been trying to go, you know, get back into that routine in February, and so far day one, we're good. So I will take that as a win. Night routine's a little tough for me. I am tired at night and I just want to relax and sleep. So I might need to reevaluate some of my nighttime routines and see if maybe that can be between ending work and cooking dinner type of thing. So I need to mess with that more because I do struggle with my night routines. Creating a healthy lifestyle. I did very well with this. Ian and I are practicing keto and we've been crushing it. I'm super proud of how well we've been doing with that. I feel like the reason why we kind of picked keto was it's the most in-line diet for what we like already currently eat. So not a lot really changed for us. It was just the big ones were not eating out, or like not eating out on the weekends and things like that, when we're like, oh, I don't feel like cooking, like let's just eat out, or like things like that. So that's really been probably our biggest accomplishment for January, was really sticking with that, and I'm super proud of us, especially with Ian, because he's not the biggest fan of vegetables, and he's been really good at trying new things and liking new things. So really proud of us for that. Making budgeting a priority, that was 50-50. I was really strong at the beginning of the month, and then it kind of fell off again, so I need to kind of reevaluate that. And yes, we're going to definitely add that to our month. I think I like having my monthly goals at the front of my planner, but I feel like I tend to flip to my monthly layouts more than than that page. So yes, and I think maybe setting more realistic goals. With how busy I am, sometimes it just isn't gonna happen, and so setting smaller goals that are easier to accomplish is going to be the win-win for me. Set a schedule and sticking to it, I've been okay with that. I wanted to get good at like writing out my hourly timeline. Let's just flip to like a daily page. Writing out my hourly timeline and like actually scheduling when I'm gonna do specific things. It is something I want to get better at, and it's something that's always in the back of my mind. So again, I'm glad we're refreshing this. And then absorb I am affirmations. I've been really trying to get into the affirmation bandwagon, and it is part of my morning routine. So those two kind of go hand in hand. I don't know if it necessarily needs to be its own separate goal because it's part of my morning routine, but it's there. So I'm gonna go ahead and fill this out because we kind of covered over all of this with that. So okay, so this is all filled out. So now it's time to take it over to this goals. So I'm going to be flipping back and forth between my monthly layout because I had some goals that I wanted to accomplish in January, and I need to see which of these could have been accomplished, and then kind of use this page as well to keep me on track. So let's see. One of the things could not get done because it's literally been snowing like every couple of days here in Colorado, and it's driving me nuts. Okay, so let's see what we can do. I am going to rewrite my word of the year just because I feel like that's something good to refresh on. And my word of the year is harmony, and that's a state of consistency or a peaceful coexistence. And the reason I chose that word is because I feel like I'm not always the most consistent, and I can kind of be a little all over the place and running around like a crazy person. So I was like, harmony is great, a state of consistency, and then a peaceful coexistence to me is it's kind of like where I set a schedule and stick to it as one of my goals, where I have things scheduled out and everything gets the proper amount of attention that's required, because sometimes Chelsea Brown Designs takes over Amplify Planner, sometimes Amplify Planner's a big needy baby and takes over Chelsea Brown Designs, and then I'm also helping the Cat Rescue with their social media, and as awesome as it is to help them with that, sometimes that takes over too. So just trying to find a peaceful coexistence between all of the things that I want to accomplish. Harmony. So we're rewriting that down. And I liked what I did with this, where I did have some goals for quarter one and then kind of wrote down like the other big goals. So I like that, and those things kind of got accomplished. I didn't run a CBD anniversary sale. It kind of ended up at an awkward spot. So there was National Sticker Day, and then a week in between what was technically my Chelsea Brown Designs anniversary sale. But Ian was out of town for work, and I really struggle when he's out of town, just trying to take care of Amplify Planner and Chelsea Brown Designs and the cats and my life and everything. Like, he is a huge asset to my life and he helps me live. Like, it's really, I really struggle when he's out of town, and it's just a rough time for me. So I was like, it's kind of weird because, like, I just had a sale for National Sticker Day, and is it weird to do like another big sale literally 2 weeks after that, and Ian's out of town? And I was just like, the timing didn't feel right. So I might be doing just kind of a belated anniversary sale because I do still want to celebrate it. I mean, Chelsea Brown Designs is 6 years old, which is huge, and I feel bad for like just kind of glossing over the day because Ian was out of town and I was just a mess. So yeah, I think having a belated sale would be fun, and just being like, you know, this is how it is, and sometimes you still have to celebrate. I mean, 6 years, that's a big deal to be a sticker shop and to be a small business owner. So definitely worth celebrating. So I'm gonna write that down as like a Q1 thing we need to do. We also have to prep for the Q3 launch. We've ordered our planners and all of that stuff. But now it's time to make all the website graphics and social media posts and things that are related to that. And then another big thing I have to do is I need to start designing our academic yearly planner, which hasn't really been talked about yet. So I'm giving you a little sneak. There will be a yearly version. Academic, so runs July through June of the Amplify Planner. So we're excited to launch that because we know you wanted a dated one. Just, it didn't work out for having one by January. It was just way too close. And it's really cool to see how, you know, we just kind of wanted to test the waters and see if you guys liked the undated yearly version to begin with. And it seems like you guys really like it. So stay tuned for that. Okay, so I'm going to just refresh with this, and then I kind of like how I did it for January was I just filled all this out and then kind of broke it up and then added those goals. So a lot of these goals can just get moved over into February, which is totally fine with me. Again, that's how things work out. So let's do that. Okay, so this is all filled out, so I'll kind of put my planner next to this. Let me move these things over. I'll color it in later, but I'm gonna let this ink dry before I touch it too much with my hands. So we got the word of the year. We have our Q1 goals since we're still, there's a cat hair on it. Since we're still in Q1, so CBD belated anniversary, the Q3 launch prep work, and starting designing the academic yearly. Goal 1, we're going to continue with consistent social media growth. I signed up for an Ivory Mix course. This is not centered. So she has a really good one on Reels and just other things, and I think it's just always good, especially for social media, because it changes all the time, to just try to stay up to date on things that you might not have thought of to do when it comes to growing your social media. Daily engagement, that one has been something I've struggled with for a while now. I'm very good at just posting something to social media and then leaving the app, and I don't go through and engage other accounts, especially accounts that are in my niche. And that's something very important when it comes to growing your social media. So I'm trying to at least schedule that every day where I spend 10-15 minutes liking and commenting and things like that, because I'm one of those people, I'm the worst follower to have. I don't engage. I'm just there looking at stuff, but I will never like or comment on anything. So that's me. I want to create 5 reels a week for both Amplify Planner and Chelsea Brown Designs, which is a big one, but reels are important and that's just the way it is. So I'm also going to be creating a Chelsea Brown Designs TikTok. So it's kind of nice because at least those two kind of go hand in hand and I can use the same videos on multiple platforms. So it's just another thing, and I feel like it's something that's also important to get into, even though I'm personally not on TikTok ever. You know, sometimes you have to join the masses and then also be more engaging in my Chelsea Brown Designs Facebook group. That's something that has also fell on the back burner. Grow Amplify Planner sticker designs. I wrote down specifically what I wanted to design. The monthly banners I have designed and cut. I just need a list. So that one will be an easy one to just check off. I want to make some sidebar stickers that oh my gosh, sidebar stickers, like the ones that are included in the weekly kits. Like these things. So I think those are an easy thing to add to the shop that require minimal effort because they're already designed. So with that being said, it's time to just dive into our February layout and put the stickers in and all of that. My monthly spreads aren't too exciting, so I might just kind of scoot through it really quick and put the stickers down and show you. I really use my monthly layouts to track bills and then appointments and things like that. So I'll definitely take you through it. I do use this top section for goals. I'm not the best with habit trackers, but I have a habit tracker on my phone that I really like. And so I'll probably end up using that and maybe going back and filling it. I don't know. I'll probably leave it blank for February because it just isn't a thing that clicks with me. And then I use the sidebar as a to-do list. So let's go ahead and let's dive into February. For February, I'm going to be using the Candy Hearts kit. Okay, once bills and things like that are added, I pull out my laptop and put in the Patreon calendar, all of the events that are due for that, and then any other little random things, which this month is a pretty boring little month. Ian might have to go out of town, but I don't think he's gonna have to, so I haven't put it in because I would rather not schedule it. I'd rather add it in later than like have it and have to ignore it, if that makes sense. Okay, everything is added into this part, so now I'm going to pull back out, what did I do with it? My goals and all of that, and then I do have a couple things already written in for my pocket notebook, some things that I want to get done. So let's fill out the sidebar, focus, and the tasks at the top. I do still think I'm going to leave the habit tracker alone. I have been using the app called Habits to track my habits, and maybe I'll go in at the end of the month, or maybe I'll change my mind and add it in. But just a monthly habit tracker has never been something that's worked for me. And I say it every time I try to use a monthly habit tracker. I'm like, I'm really gonna try, but it's not one of those things, you know. Some people do really well with the monthly habit tracker and some people don't. I just don't always flip to my monthly spread as frequently as I look at my phone, you know. So sometimes an app is just a little bit easier. So I don't think I'm going to need this sheet, but I'm definitely going to need this one. And I do need to copy down some of my goals from January. One of the big ones for personal is scheduling our summer camping trips. I'm just going to flip this really quick, because in Colorado, camping is nuts. And if you don't book your summer camping trips in the first couple months of the year, because that's when they open up camping, when you can like book your camping trips, it's just a zoo and they all get booked up. So I really need to do that. The other things I can just incorporate in, they are going to be kind of repetitive in general, so it doesn't really matter. I would like to go on a trail ride with Cedar, but like I said, it's been so snowy, so then it's just muddy, and by the time the mud is like kind of dry, it just snows again. So I don't want to put that on my to-do list in case February looks like January and it just snows all the time. Ugh, I'm over it. So I'm gonna leave that off to the side and just hope that that actually happens and we get to have a trail ride sometime this month, because we didn't get to at all in January. Okay, so as far as goals go for work tasks, I want to complete an Ivory Mix course, which is one of the social media courses that I signed up for. I want to create 4 new Amplify sticker designs. I need to come up with all of our Q3 launch tasks and work on those, because the Q3 launch is in March. So I got to get that all done at least this month, and work on the academic designs. Because we're hoping to order those in the end of March as well. So I do have a full 2 months to work on those designs, just to give myself enough leeway to get that all done. And the nice part is yeah, I have that time. We do have to order the yearlies. We're trying to stagger our launches a little bit to make it easier for our production team. Again, Amplify Planner is made in the US. It's actually made a whole 30 minutes away from my house, and they're a small business too, and so sometimes it can be a little overwhelming when you have quarterly planners to make and yearly planners to make, and it's just chaos. So we're trying to do them separately and just order yearly planners and just order quarterly planners, so we kind of have to stagger things to make it easier on them. But that's all side note. For personal tasks, I need to schedule our camping trips. I want to buy new pillows for our couch. I need to finish reading Atomic Habits, which I'm almost done, so that one should be an easy one. And then set up a scheduling device like that little Google speaker or something like that, just to like keep me on top of my things. Sometimes I just need someone to tell me what's going on. So with that, I'm going to go ahead and write down what I need to accomplish as far as individual tasks go. And I might need a pink highlighter for that. Okay, so we are all filled out for the month. I filled in all of my tasks. I kind of broke it into categories. So I have like Amplify tasks, new sticker designs, updated listings, because I'm still working on updating all of Chelsea Brown Designs listings into the colored background, so it's a little easier to shop. Weekly kits I need to design in the Amplify styles, and then personal tasks. As far as my goals sheet, I'm not quite sure where I want to put it. I might tape it in like a little Dutch door, just so then I always have it on hand. So that might be the next thing that I do, but I want to see if I have enough room in my back pages. I've been using that for my bills, even though I haven't been the best about tracking my budget. That's usually what the back pages are for, so I might not have enough room, and I kind of like the idea of having, I mean, even both of these maybe not both, that might be a little much. I can put this one with January since January's over, having them just easy access already in my planner. So I'm leaning towards that. But everything said and done, this is what we've got. I really hope you enjoyed this video, and I really hope you enjoyed me taking you on a little tour of goal setting and how I work on setting goals. And I hope it helps inspire you and give you ideas on different ways you can use your planner. If you have any ideas for future videos you would like to see, please let me know in the comments below, and I'd be more than happy to consider it and add it to my list of things to film. And of course, if you haven't already, please like and subscribe this video and to my channel, because it really does help my YouTube channel grow. And I'll see you guys next time. Bye!